It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, here in Buffalo, they love their Bills, and for good reason. They're guys, without question, one of the favorites to lift the Lombardi Trophy in Vegas come February.
And you mentioned with good reason, because we know their quarterback is one of the best players in the league, but this is an overall team built to win, especially when we get into the playoffs. Offense, defense, coaching staff, they've been knocking on the door for a while. They want to find their way through and get to the Super Bowl.
Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they come in off an 8-9 record a year ago, a second losing season in the last three. It had to happen sometime. But you say don't pour water on these Pats just yet.
No, not at all. No one should ever do that. Remember, they're always going to be tough for you to crack defensively. Offensively is where they have to make a jump. They've got to start scaring people with some big play weapons on the perimeter.
And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the...
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Allen now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now a 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Trent Sherfield, 29 yards. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Patriots, led by Bailey Zappi at quarterback in his 2nd season now out of Western Kentucky.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard, knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
Zappi looking to throw it on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6. Now Zappi. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Now Zappi. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Zappi. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A tough spot here after that sack. Zappi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Deontay Hardy back deep. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Allen off the play fake. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Allen. Buying time, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Well, no surprise to anyone who watches the NFL there. Remember, Josh Allen, 7 touchdowns on the ground last year, added 1 more in the playoffs. In fact, the active leader in touchdowns by a quarterback with 39 coming into 2023. The big horse rides again.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Zappi. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Zappi now on 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Stevenson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Zappi to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Zappi looks to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end is going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And here come the Bills. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Cook up the gut. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd down and 6. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Going play action here with Zappi. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd and 9 here. Zappi back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. There he goes, left side. He may go. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. 21-3 is your score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Bass now to send it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Zappi and the Patriots come up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Zappi. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
He'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Zappi from the gun. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll try the middle with Cook. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just... And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10. That's quickly out wide to Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Allen now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Zappi. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Zappi to throw on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Zappi. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. James Cook running back out now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On first down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's got this down to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Allen's throw going to be taken in by Knox. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Allen going to throw. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Patriots get the football back.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Near his own goal line, here's Zappi. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Inside give to Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
One final shot before half for Zappi. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills got a terrific first half from the man on the cover, quarterback Josh Allen. He threw 2 touchdown passes, and he ran for 2 more. He did it all, as his guys were putting up points in bunches.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Bass now to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Zappi's throw here taken in by Parker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Zappi back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England's offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now Zappi.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, here's Zappi.
It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Off the fake, Zappi.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Ramondre Stevenson
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Cook running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he shifts past him, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the night as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Zappy off play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Here's Hardy set to return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Allen now looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen off the play fake. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Zappe and the Patriots come up here, 1st and 10. At their own 43. On play action, they'll throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3. The play fake, and now here's Zappe. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Zappi looking to throw it on 1st down. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Zappi and the Patriots come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Zappi now on 2nd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Third down, here's Zappi. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Zappi's throw here taken in by Parker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And Zappi to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Another throw coming for Zappi.
And that will be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Jennings in that time defensively. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's Allen.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and 3rd and 1 now. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Allen to throw once more. 20. Open man complete downfield to Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 41 yards. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Zappi looks to throw it.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Zappi now on 1st and 10.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Zappi.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here's Zappi.
And his throw here's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Zappi.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And he is caught. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Zappe looking to throw it again.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Zappe going to bootleg out.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Brown. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Zappe on 3rd and 2.
His pass caught at the 4. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Off the fake, Zappe.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Zappe.
Touchdown!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Cook up the gut. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A give. This is Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. New England trying to get to place on offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Going play action here with Zappi. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Zappi.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. Zappi back to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
They'll throw again with Zappi.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.